Hi-yo. Can everybody see me okay? I'm trying to go through my webcam, so I don't know how this will work. We may have a little bit of problem with it from the way it's jumping. Good morning, Marina. Hi, Zoe. Good. Because I wasn't sure if it was going to be all right or not. Hi, Sharon. How are you, honey? Is my okay so far? Yay. Yay, yay. Well, girls, it's that time to do another uh, card for Spanky. So I thought I'd come online and do that. And I'm using up my junk mail. And I think I pretty well got it used up. That they make pretty good tags. And like this one is wide all on the back, so it's not bad at all. And I got 2 out of the 1 card. Good. Yeah, now I'm using up my junk mail. I've got these I made out of folders that out of a photo album that I took apart, and I've used them for everything. And I just took it apart. It was an old one that nobody would use, and so and then out of that I got enough tags to do several for Lizzie. So I thought I might do that. And again, that some of this is out of my junk mail and tags and things that came out of cards, and some of them will be hard to cover up, but I've got gesso. Yeah, I you know I can't see spending money on a tag pad or doing something like that when these come in the mail constantly. I bring at least one a day up. So yeah, that's what I thought I would do, is we'd just make some tags. Can only make one for Spanky because she only does this once a month. But I can make a couple for Elizabeth. I haven't made the first one, and I think the prompts was snowflakes and cold and white. I don't know if there was another color or not that I've got stamps that I can use on that, and make 2 or 3. But they was talking about doing some for grade schoolers and putting words on there that the children could learn from, and that they would hang them in the room and give, they would be like flashcards, but in tag style. So, our ATC style. So that's what I thought I would do with these, is maybe make up some and see if I couldn't do something with them. And I'm glad to see everybody this morning. I'm just thrilled. I hope it stays good. Hi, Sherry, and hi, Shannon. It's good to see you. I You know, I've been watching some more recycled artists, and I threw away my pattern for my tag covers, for my corners. It's all right. I'll use this one. Uh, I've been watching some artists that recycle, and I've made Coca-Cola flowers, you know, the tins using the cans, and done things like that before. And I'd love to get back into some of that because I really liked them out in the garden. I've got several flower areas that have lattice work behind them, and I had them hang. So I thought you was telling her to get her G on so she could get her moves going on karate. Hi, Cheryl. That was Malia talking about maybe having pull out some moves on the Spanky's live stream last night. Everybody enjoyed the jelly plating last night. I'd like to try some of the hot glue stuff. And I just, you know, I haven't been going online, and I was told the baby wouldn't be here today. And I thought, yay, it's time to go on. It's time to do something. It's time to do something. So here I am. We'll get some of these gessoed up. And then when I get to the end of them, maybe I'll have, let's see, I think I see another one in there, right there. By the time I get to the end of them, maybe the first one will be dry. Yeah, she's good at that jelly plate. She is good at it. I didn't get to see too much of Squirrels, but it looked like he was using an awful lot of black last night. Okay, let me get my right brush out of here because I've left them soaking in water all night. I got to hang my canvas that I made. Hi, Muzzle. How are you? Good morning to you. Thank you for stopping in, honey. I have never tried to die cut them, but I have just cut them with scissors. You know, they're not hard to cut, but I bet they'd be pretty. Yeah, it's good to see you this morning. Everybody say hello to Muscle Car. He's one of my new subbies, and he was over on Kathy's stream, and he's really good to come over and leave a comment and sub to me, and I'm happy for him to be here. Yeah, these are for Spanky's challenge. I thought I'd go ahead and get them gessoed up, and although my gesso is not covering the best in the world, but this is homemade gesso, so it doesn't cover, like, needs more paint in it for one thing. Hi, Hope. How are you? It's good to see you, honey. Thanks for coming. Hope was a new one that just came in yesterday. So I enjoyed your comment. Thank you so much, Hope. All right, there's, whoop. So if anybody's looking for friends, you all may want to check out their channels. Um, I don't I don't like to have a lot of people asking for that on my channel. But if you're looking for new friends, uh, here they are. So um, yeah, talked to Kathy a while ago, and she was on her way to the doctor's office this morning, and I sure am worried about her. I haven't talked to Spanky this morning. I saw that she'd put up her tag challenge, and it's got a lot of colors in it. So anyway, that's Miss Dee Dee been on live. I love to watch her do her pastels and her work. She's been on a long time. Whoops. Threw that right out of my hand. She's been on YouTube a long time. I enjoy watching her. So where I got the inspiration for my little art tags was from her. And I didn't do mine just exactly like she did, but oh, and yesterday. Oh, Cheryl, okay. Yesterday, I got out my heat gun to do some drying on this gesso, and my heat gun just crapped out on me. I have not had it long, and I actually tossed it in the trash because it's just dead and gone. It just stopped. And I can tell you right now that it was a Darice, DARICE heat tool, and I hadn't used it that much, but I would never buy this brand again. I mean, if that's all it takes for it to go dead, I would never buy it again. So I'm doing a little review there on it. It's it is what is not worth the money. Hi, Sybil. How are you this morning? So good to see you. Are you feeling better, hon? No, this didn't just. I had just took it out of the drawer. It was cooled down. It just would not come on, and I tried everything. So I don't know what was. I don't know what was wrong with it. It just quit. So we got to watch glue dry, which is not too fun. And my camera is, if I turn it up, I'm upside down. Which I can turn it around, but if I turn it up, I am upside down. It shouldn't take long for these to dry up, I don't think. I have been known to go work on them wet. Hi, Michelle. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. It's so good to see everybody in here. I have missed doing this so much. We need to be we need to be doing this a lot. and I have the baby ba- about half the time, but they called today and said I would not have a baby, and I thought, okay, it's time to go on. And then I thought, what am I going to do? I got to figure out something. So I know. What are we going to have to sit here and watch glue dry? That's not fun. But I believe that they're going to get there. I'll blow on them. Sybil, you feeling better, honey? It's so good to see you here. I've been meaning to call you all during the holiday season. I was going to call you, and I'll tell you that they have just, yeah, uh, they've just kept me busy with that baby. And I don't get anything done except running with her. She is hitting that. She is not 2 years old yet, but she's in the 2-year-old stage. I can tell you that. And she is into everything. Everything. There is nothing that she won't climb to or try to get. And the other day I had her, and I'll tell you right now, she took 2 hard falls. She was, oh, it was horrible. And she took one out of the chair, I have a stool by my island, and, it sets up high. And she decided that she was going to try to climb up on that island, and she slipped and she come out of that chair, and there was no way for me to stop her. I was standing behind her, but there was no way to stop her. She just went flying. And then she was playing. She got up on the hearth, and she was playing around the TV, and she decided she'd climb on her toy box, which is one of those cloth boxes that you can buy that has a good bottom in it. And, but it's not very sturdy. Had one toy in it, and it was a little car type thing that she could drive while she was in her car seat. Oh, yeah, the climbing stage. And she stood up on that. She moved the box, took that out, and then stood up on that. Well, it flew out from underneath her, and she did a backwards somersault and hit her head on the hearth. And I'm telling you, she like scared me to death. And she does it so fast you can't stop her. I have moved her now to the corner. She has her own corner away from everything, with her toys, her blanket, her pillow, and all that stuff. Because I'm thinking she loves to look out the window, and there's 2 windows in that corner. So I thought, well, maybe she would enjoy having that corner. But I got to get her away from that hearth. I mean, that's, oh, yeah, I'm 65. I'm not that fast anymore. And they fall so fast. You can be right beside them, but if they fall, they fall. So this one looks like it's drying. It's going to dry faster than the rest of them. So this will be probably the one we'll do. Or I could do one of these. Maybe it might dry faster. I don't know. Yeah, there's nothing like watching glue dry. I will blow on them. Yes. Yes. You're right. Right. Sybil, right. There's you, and to get anything done is just, you know, it's just uh, everything just comes to a stop with her around, because it's watch what she does and hold her. She wants to be held all the time. But she does love her Gigi. So I can't, you know, I shouldn't complain because she does love her Gigi. Yeah. Well, I don't have a gate. I do have a playpen, but she hates it now. So, you know, she used to come up here with me and would sit for a while. And she's quit doing that. Well, that's gotten pretty flimsy with that gesso. I would have thought it made it stiffer. Hi, Dana. How are you, honey? We're watching the glue dry. Isn't that fun? Uh, yeah, they love the craft room. That's we are watching glue dry because my heat gun just, yeah, it pooped out on me. So, hi, Vicky. Well, yeah, yeah, I understand, Sybil. That's about the same age as Madeline is. And wow, they're a handful. Oh man, Cheryl, that sounds good. It's a little early for lunch here, but that sounds wonderful. I don't know what it's going to be here. Yeah, I do too. It's going to be roasted potatoes because we've got to eat up that big old roast that I cooked. Yeah, they don't create like we want to. She does love to sing, though. That will entertain her quite a bit. I've sang "Old MacDonald" till I'm blue in the face, and but she does the E-I-E-I-O. That's all she knows of it, but she does that. Okay, this is dry enough for us to start on. I'm gonna move these over here out of the way. Put them under that lamp. That ought to get hot enough for them to to do something. Okay, I guess I need some paint, don't I? Because I've got to have I've got my list right here. I've got to have yellow, green, pink, and blue. Mm, mm. Wow. Yellow, green, pink, and blue. I'm wondering, and the word is simplify. Only thing it doesn't have is green. That comes close enough to being green. This and in here. That would be interesting. Not very fun, but it would be interesting. And let's see what else we've got here. Because I just might do a napkin. Oh my gosh, I've got blue flamingos. But I got a stamp on it too. She loves flamingos. Oh, let's see. That's not There's really no yellow in that one. That's pretty though too. I've got enough napkins. We ought to be able to find one. Oh, how cute that is. How cute that is. Now that is simplified. There's the pink. There's the pink. I think I'm going to use that. I'll have to stamp on it. I don't know what I'll stamp on it, but it's cute. That's summer. That's Christmas. This is pretty. I have some blue ink, and I like that rose. I really like that rose. Let's use that one. This is cute, though. It's very cute, and it actually works. This would be cute for the kids. The word could be skate or summer or, you know, something like that. So I may leave that out for the children's one. And then I have something like this, which is really neat. That would be a good one for the kids' cards too. I think I have several of those in different animals. This is not really a pink, but we'll put some pink on it. I have some pink ink. This one, I love that. I really love that. I don't know. That would be a simplified tag, that's for sure. That would have been good for the black and white challenge. Man, he fits on that card so good too. Well, I'm getting out the paints. We're going to get out the paints. Let's see. The paints are my pastels. Let's see if I can get this to mix with some water. Nope. It won't do it. think I've just let these get too old. All right. Okay. That glue is going to break, and I am going to be mad when it does because it falls out of that cabinet every time I turn around. Yeah, but it's, oh, my divider just come out of my drawer. That wasn't good. Okay, I need some yellow. Green. A pink. And yeah. Okay, I'm going to have to find my glasses. That looks almost red to me, but it's, I believe it's a pink. I believe it is. Yes, a blend of oranges would really look great. And let's see. There's green, yellow, pink, green. This is a dark blue, but it's a blue. Okay, let's see what we can come up with. I've already got that one. And yellow. I'm going to put a little more yellow out than anything else, because I don't think I want a whole bunch of this. Because I have green inks, I have pink inks, I have blue inks, I have black inks. I could use a green ink. I just don't know that I want to. Cannot see the whole tag. I'm sorry, honey. I will put it up here. This one has dried now. That one's just almost dried. Okay. I'll put it up here and get out my brush. Let's see. The colors are not. And I have this thing about painting at an angle. I don't know why, but I paint at an angle. So it's just me. Okay. I'm thinking that I'll do the rest of that in a yellow, because I think he would be prettier on a yellow background. Hi, Clara. How are you, honey? I have a little spot right there that didn't take my paint, but I'm getting into the yellow now, so we're going to get in here, and some of my background may show. I don't know. May have to put a little. That'd be all right if the lettering showed. I really think he'd be pretty on this yellow. All right. Ah, Let's see. I need to take, okay, let me pull that back, let it dry. I'll clean that up. I put my other little brush down, and I'm wanting it to go around him. Let's go down with it. Okay. Pull him out of there. Okay. Put that back over here and get that wet cloth out from underneath it. I got my pink paint. All right. Oh, now we get to watch paint dry. Hi, Kathy. How are you, honey? Hi, Roxanne. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Roxanne. Yay. Don't you look at the blue on me. I cannot gesso or paint without getting it on me in some place. And it's on my boobie this time. Sorry. But it's on my shirt I love too. I swear I cannot. I cannot paint without getting it all over me. Or gesso. I will have it up my arms, on my everywhere. I will have it everywhere. And I don't sit with my belly against this table, but I will have it on my belly. Yeah, I need a hair dryer, and I need to go down and get mine. Is what I need to do, because we don't want to sit here and watch this dry. And I could do that real quick. If y'all just go to talking to yourselves, among yourselves, just a minute, I'll go down and get my hair dryer. Although it usually doesn't take long for acrylics to dry. Don't you go away. I like him. I like him. Okay. Let me run down and get it. Oh. Look, paint on the boots, and I leave them out. Okay, I'm back. And my blow gun is big. Where am I going to put it? I'm going to use it in my stamp. I think I'll stamp the green. I've got some alphabet stamps, and I don't have a tiny. Yes, I do need a smock, and I have one over there. Well, it's not a smock. It was one of my son's big shirts that I can't remember to put it on. And I can't get my cord untangled on my hairdryer. And it's huge. I will have to hold that tag. Of course, it don't help it that it has 2 tags on it that say danger. Danger. stranger. Stranger danger. Okay. Watch me get into that paint again. Oh, God. That's turned over. Okay. Let's see if I can get this done. But let me get this paint put up if possible. A little bit more right here. Got a white line there I don't like. And a little bit right there. And here. And here. And it's going to be dry before I get my gun out. Okay. I don't know if I can get that back in that tube or not. I doubt it. But you know, I have a bottle that it would go in. It'll be a little different color, but not enough for me to have fits about. I'll mix them all together anyway. I'm always mixing paint. And let's put the rest of that. Okay, get that off of there. And get this blue brush where it won't hit me again. Okay. I think I might be I think I might be ready to yeah, that. That's low. I'm going off the camera because it'll blow everything else around. All right. That's good enough for me. Get that back unplugged and out of the way because it crosses my whole desk. And I'll put my paints away because I don't want to deal with them now. Okay. Now we've got to watch the glue. I'm just really having it fun, huh? Okay, we're going to put this napkin down. My brush cleaned. Of course, my water turned yellow, so it's got a little yellow in here. Okay. I don't know how far that will cover. So I'm just going to do the whole card. Okay. Where is he? Oh, what have you got on you? That's not good there. Okay. Get him squared up on that with his ears. And Oh, I like it. Might be a little wrinkled, but I like it. A few little wrinkles in him. I've never put a napkin down yet that I didn't wrinkle it somehow or another. But I just, I just embrace those wrinkles as texture. And wrinkles are organic. That's right. Oh no, I hope I'm not buffering on you, honey. Okay. We've got him on and glued over the top and the whole shot. I'm loving it. I am loving it. Okay. I'll have to plug this thing back in now. Why did I unplug it? Okay. I need to move these so they don't blow away. And so I can reach across the table and just leave this thing. Okay. I know maybe I should have striped him all the way up, but I like him with the yellow background. No, 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 no. Turn that up. Put some heat on it. I'm loving this, girls. I'm loving this. I just think that's awesome. Don't think it's quite dry yet, but I can see me using that in several different places. Scissors right here. Cut some of this off. I'm not quite dry yet, but close enough to let it set a little bit while I stamp the word. Wish I'd got just a little bit more and covered that whole corner, because you can kind of see my texture there. But I think I'll just make, I've got these off-sized cards here. I think I will take one of them. And we'll put the word simplify right on that tag. I don't really like that tag, but we can green it up a little bit around the edges. And the blue still shows through. I'm kind of liking the print behind him. I'll have to find my stamps. Okay, I have this one right here, which is Emerald Envy, it says. It looks like a green to me. Okay, get my stamps out. Yellow, blue, pink, and green. The word simplify. And let me see if I've got enough letters to write that. I've got them, but they'll be in different fonts, I have a feeling. But we're just going to pretend like they're not. That doesn't even have one. There's a P. There's an F and an L. Okay, I need a I. There's an I. And an M. Okay, come on. I need a Y too, and I'm not finding the Y. And here's a Y. Now an S. Okay. A. S. S. Yay. Oh, nothing on the S. Okay, that's good. No stamp on the S. Here, this one does. That don't look like an S. It does not. But it says it is. We'll try it out. Did I ever find an M? I don't think I did. Okay. That's an E. A D. Oh, Lord, girls. This may be harder than I think. J. I'm getting closer. By George, I think I found it. It's a big one, but that's okay. It's a big one. It may look a little odd, this stamping, but we're going to try it. Okay. This says it's an S. It helps if you ink the right end. So now I'm going to have to cut a different card. But this is kind of a test run anyway. I can't tell if that's a P. And I believe that's a 1 instead of an L. So I've got to go back to the drawing board. L. Question mark. Here's a better looking S with no tab on it. But right there's the tab for it. Okay. Let's try this S, because I think it'll look better. Yeah. Okay. Now an I. I bought these at an auction, and they were complete sets, but they had broke apart. The green's going to come in this ink. That's an F. Okay. A. Star. Okay. I'll drop it down in here now. Okay. What did I say I needed? An I or an L. An L. It's a star. A G, an E, and an A. Oh, mercy. Don't tell me I don't have any L's. I may not have. Okay. Now listen, this is not good. I may have to write it out with my own hands. Okay. Let's see what I've got in the bigger set. Yes, I am OP. Okay. All right. I'm just going to write it. How am I going to write it with green ink? What am I going to use for an L? The 1. This is a better looking. I think that 1 just might work. I don't think it'd be bad at all. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use this. Okay. Here's another good card. We're going to stamp this thing. I think we're going to stamp it long ways. Okay. Did I use the big S? It's the F. It's the M. That's the Y. Okay. S. Okay, I had an I. I did. Of course, I stamped with it a while ago. What have I done with it? I see you. Kathy, are you still here? Are you waiting on the doctor? That's a J. That's an exclamation point. This is a capital I. And I really, at this point, don't care if it's capitalized or not. Okay, we'll just make it wonky. It'll be a wonky word. I. And it will be wonky because I can't do this in a straight long line. M. This is a small p. P. L. We were going to use that that I that I couldn't find right here. This one, this 1 or whatever this is. No, that's a large I. Here, that's not going to work. What did I do with it? Here, this 1. F. That is F. Ooh, we're just barely going to get it on there. And the Y. Come on, Y. Y. We'll have to go off the edge with it or over to the side. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Now, I want to kind of green this up a little bit around the edges. Like that. And then we'll take this card and we're going to green up the edges on it just a little. And it's still a little damp. So I have a little more green on it. There we go. And get my hole punch. That napkin. And give it a punch. And mark glitter glue. It's in there somewhere. Right there. I got to leave it all. Yeah, I should have, but I didn't. But it's okay. It can be wonky. I don't mind it being wonky. I mean, after all, giraffes are slow moving and, you know. I'm going to move it in just a little bit. Leave a little edge. Okay. Now I could take my black pencil. Do a little shading around that. Maybe make it look a little more like an M and a P. I'm going to straighten out that top and come down and make that look more like an L. F. And then the Y. Okay. Now this is supposed to be spit and smudge, but I don't intend to do that. Let's use a little. Oh no. Not on this paper, you're not. Not on this paper. Okay. It's not going to do that on this paper. Okay, so let's try that again. L, F, Y. Okay. Up onto it. Don't do that. Don't tear up that. Okay, I got a little spot there where the napkin tore and tore the thing off. That's good. That's just what I wanted. Okay, let me shut my color pad up if I can figure out how to do it. Which way do I push and which way do I pull? See, this is, these are, oh, okay. YouTube threw you out? Yeah, we're still live. Okay, now I've got it shut. I can never remember on those, how to shut them. Okay. This is the first time I ever opened it. So that's all new to me. I'm going to leave those out of the bag. Get that back in the box. Okay. Let's heat this card up and get it dry, because it's not quite dry yet. Back here. All right. I need to make some, do a lot of mods. Okay. $80 at you, $80 at you, honey, that are doing it. That's getting it. Hold on just a minute. Okay, open up. Okay. Now, in a few minutes, you should have a wrench. And then you'll be able to talk all you want. Okay. I do too. I like the print. I think it looks good. Yay, look at that. Now you can talk all you want to, darling. I'm really pleased with this one. Even if it does have that little boo-boo right there. You know, after all, we're not sending them in. But I like it. I want to do more of them. I like the way it looks. I like how simple it was. I don't care much for the pink and the blue stripe, but I don't have to do that. Hey, now. Now. Okay. Hello. Okay. Now, you two behave yourselves now when I do this. Okay. You got it. Type something, dadgummit. Cheryl, there you go. Now, you look so pretty. Okay, I've made one tag and I've been on what? An hour and a half or more. That's awful. How am I ever going to make tags if I can't make them any faster than that? But I really do like this one. That was fun. And I'm leaving the back just like it is. I'm not going to cover it with anything for right now. Except we're supposed to put that on the back, aren't we? The oh yeah. Are we supposed to put all the information on the back, the prompt, the date, and all that kind of stuff? I think we are. Okay. So I'm going to use one of these other cards that don't have anything on them. I'm not decorating the back of this one like I did the other one. I'm just going to glue it down. And I have some new red tape. I bought me some new red tape. Girls, that is the thickest stuff I ever seen in my life. And it's hard. it's a big roll. And I thought I bought the smallest size they had, so I don't know. Of course, I didn't know red line was what I looked for. Isn't that what they call it? Okay. I think we have to cover the back, and we're supposed to put all the information on it. That this is week 2. Get my pen out of there. Week number 2, 52 tag challenge. Spankies. Crafty. I'm just going to put it all on there. Corner. I bet she's still in bed because she was up half the night. I'm going to sign it down here. Put Mary Forrester. I'll put the date up here. January 7th, 2019. That covers it, I think, completely. No, the prompts. Pink, yellow, because you're supposed to be able to look back on them. Green and blue. The word simplify. I hope I spelled that right. I think I needed another I in there. Simplify. Is there 2 I's in it? Simpla. I think I just added an extra one on the back. Anyway, so that's the information for the back. Yeah, there is 2 I's in it. Great. So I don't have 2 I's here. Where's my I? Right here. Where's my stamp pad? Because there's going to be one kind of off-sided, but there's going to be one. And let's go over here with it. Okay. It's there. Okay. I still like it. I want to turn it upside down because it's been on the phone. But this is doing fairly good, isn't it, girls? My camera and everything. Okay. That got that and done. And I'll have to wait another week for the next prompt. But I like it. Great. Great. Okay. Now, some for the prompts were, if you make just a regular one, was cold, I believe. And I think they're still doing the prompts even on the children's, although I will save that napkin to use it. And I have stamps that I can do this with. Here, I gotta get that in that bag and get these put up. I haven't seen anybody put cold on it. Snowflakes and snowmen are actually all I have seen on it. You love it? Great. This is going to be for Elizabeth, Scrapping Lizzie unicorns. And she has a teacher who is wanting them, and they did some brainstorming. She is wanting them to send to her classroom, and the kids use the tags as learning aids. For the classroom. And some of the, I don't know if some of the kids have autism or if that was part of it. I don't know. But I do know that there's a lot of people that are to get in on it. And oh my gosh, look at that big snowflake in the bottom of this box. Beautiful. Okay. I don't think I have anything else except pink snow. Season's greetings and Merry Christmas. I've got puppies. And a wagon of flowers. And a pine tree. And hearts. And birthdays. Please. Okay. So this one, there's mermaids. This one is going to be all about the snowflakes. And then I'm going to write the word cold on it, and I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to handwrite it. So I'm going to paint this one white. I'll just use my white. I'm going to use some texture paste. It's a little thicker. And I think that's Santa Claus. Yeah, that's Santa Claus in a moon. He's pretty. I don't think so. I don't think mermaids would work. Put the tree on it and put snow on it. I can do that. Okay. I can do that. In fact, I could just paint this whole card, but I'm going to use the stamps on it. Although I really like a dark blue, night sky, pine trees, just like I did on the glass. That's something I want to do with you girls. If you would like to do it, is I want to paint on some glass, and I'll show you how I do it. And I don't paint like a lot of these painters because I am not a painter. I am not. I've never had lessons. I've never done anything, to claim that I'm an artist. Okay, I'm gonna put this texture paste on heavy. So we may not get this done today because I'm gonna put this on heavy. Maybe not quite that heavy, but we'll blend some of it out down here, up here. I believe that might be baby powder right there. We might take that out of there. Okay, let's come up here with this. And I've got some Dove Gray that I think would be really, really pretty on the snowflakes. And then I think I have some silver glitter we might use. Or a little. Okay. I'm going to spread that out a little more because I want this to dry. I want it to dry. Dry it too quick, it'll crack. Don't get that one dirty, Mary, please. Okay. The prompts she has listed in the group. What one? On Lizzie's? Well, she's probably in week 2. If she's doing, I thought she was doing them by the month, but she may be doing them by the week. I don't know. But she made 4 of them that was snow and was cold. It was supposed to be cold as the word. What were they, honey? That's for mixed media. That's for mixed media. I don't think that's, I think those are prompts for mixed media. Did she say it was a tag challenge? It did say ATCs. Wow. Well, I may just bow out of it then. One draw, words, small rubber stamp, flower, decoupage tissue paper or napkins. Texture paste, pencil shavings, and gesso. Mixed media ATCs. I know, honey. But the first one I seen her do was snowman. The word was cold. Okay, well, I just made 2. I made 2 because that's yeah. That I can't even see them doing that for the kids. That's a lot of. She's going to be doing ATCs on Monday morning and Tuesday nights. Okay, well, I'll watch and see what she does, and if it's something that sounds like I want to do, I'll do it. Okay, so we may just be done right there as far as this challenge goes, because I kind of want to see what she's going to do. Of course, I'm already used texture paste, but I can't. If you do a 3.5 by 2, I can see doing a mixed media and then cutting those up in ATCs. Snowflakes, white or cold. Yeah. That's the one I understood for January's challenge was snowflakes, white and cold. Okay. Okay, I will go ahead and dry this then. And I'll do one at least. Okay. I have a tube of white paint right up in here. Acrylic white. And get this gesso brush back out. 2.5 by 3.5. Yeah. I'm just going to do one. I don't think we mail them to her. I think we just post them unless we want to mail them to her for the kids. 1 or 2 and nothing hanging off the sides. We are supposed to mail them to her. Okay. Because if we do this, stamps are going to go up to 55 cents a piece. It'll cost 55 cents to mail this one thing. Listen to me, penny pinch. I have to penny pinch. I'm sorry, that may sound horrible, but a lot of the stuff has got to go by the wayside because it's getting harder and harder for Tommy and I to make it. And on what we're getting. And I'm not going to take from our mouths and our table and our bills to send an ATC card, just one card. If it was a big thing for the kids, I would, make 3 or 4 and send them. But because I'll help the kids out and teachers out and that kind of thing, all I can. But yeah, I have to. I just have to. I don't have any choice. Okay. Let's see if we get some traction with that. Put a little coat of white on it. I really love to do some embossing. Yeah, I have to be thrifty. Yeah. Well, I did the giveaways on Hangouts, and I loved every minute of it. So don't get this wrong, because I enjoy giving and I enjoy doing it. So this has nothing to do with that part of it. But I was stunned that the price of the envelopes had gone up. Uh, the price of the envelopes cost me $7.25 to mail now, and the box was $18.50 for the book. Altogether, it cost $54 to mail. Well, that's, I mean, I knew it was going to cost me at least 40. I was thinking around 40 something. I wasn't thinking around 55. Well, Amazon, I do the free shipping. I pay their prime rate and do the free shipping. It more than pays for itself to get the free shipping. And so I do that, I pay that once a year, and I don't have a problem with that, because the shipping, because I buy all my art supplies, most of my art supplies through Amazon, because I don't get out. Yeah, and I'm doing the flock swap again, because I started with them on the first one, and I've cut back to one person. Well, those only cost about $3 to mail, so 3.50 somewhere around in there for a small envelope. To send them enough that they can make a page. Um, so I don't mind doing this. But I can get overdone in a hurry. I know. And so I won't buy from any other except those that are offering the free shipping on Prime. Yeah. And sometimes I have to do without it, but that's okay. I mean, if it's not available, I'll just do without it. That's and But I've got enough stuff that I can do what I want to do. Um, Spanky has been so generous, and you all have been so generous. I have. Okay, fall out on the floor. Okay, where's my ink pad? I want my glue pad. Is what I'm looking for, and I'm not finding it. Okay, there's Target right there. Versamark. Okay, now I got to find uh my stuff. I thought it was in here. There's stickles. Do you know, and we might try it, do you know that I heard that you can emboss with the eyeshadow? I read that the other day. Okay, honey. Okay. Is your son coming to get him? Or are you going to the doctor this afternoon, or have you already been? Okay, see you later, honey. I read that you could emboss with, and I'm not finding my embossing powder. It's probably behind me somewhere. That you can emboss with the eyeshadow. I have said this year I am going to use what I've got. And the only thing I'm going to buy is the things that I have to have. Now, that doesn't mean that I would not buy me another heat gun, even though I really don't need it. I can use my blow dryer. But I don't like having my blow dryer up here because I use it downstairs all the time. And then when it's up here, I'm climbing up and down the stairs all the time. And I'm not real good at that. Oh, I didn't show you my new cup. Look what I got for Christmas. Okay, which way do I turn this? Here, this way. No, that writing's backwards. It's backwards. Why is it backwards? Okay, happiness is being a grandma. And it's big. It's big and tall. I love it. That's what I thought. I got to the point. I got in the mode that I had to buy. I need to buy. I need that. I was watching all these channels and everything they used, I was like, oh, I need that. Oh, I should get that. I never used it. Yeah, I'm wanting to try it. I may try it on a snowflake because I think it'd be cool to try it. Let me see what I've got, if I got any silver. I have white. I have white on white. I have pink. I have gold and purple, bronze, and this white, which is real shiny. Oh, I think that'd be pretty. Let's try it. Let's try it. Yeah. Okay. Stamp that down there. And I'll probably have to take the bottom off of this thing. I would say that you might have to take the bottoms off of them to get that to come out of there in enough to emboss. There we go. Okay. Let's see if it will. All I can do is leave some glitter behind. Of course, I rubbed it, so it may not work. Okay. I'm going to have to be on high heat. Well, you know what I do? trying to see it. Ah, it's still rubbing off. But I do see it a little bit. Now that I rubbed that off, I see the star a little bit more. There, you can see it. Cool. Can you see the star? Or the snowflake? That's pretty cool, actually. But I don't know how bad you would need anything except the glue. And just knock some of that on there. Rub it in. And again, you can see the image. So I don't know. It's okay, but it leaves a pretty iridescence on it. So I'll just go ahead actually and rub the rest of this card down and give it some snow, sparkling snow. Get that up here. Okay. Let's just use our black ink pad. Now I'm going to use that dove gray. That's wisteria. Pink. Okay. I don't have my dove gray yet. Darn it. Okay. Darn it. I might make a mess. Whoa. Hello. I'm making a mess. Is what I'm doing. It's just making a mess. By golly, it stuck to it. It did. Surprisingly enough. Let it sit there a minute. And we'll try another one. Because that kind of surprises me. I'm just going to stay with that stamp. I like that one. And just come on right on down with it. Because I may not send this one at all because I may have messed it completely up. But we're going to see. Yeah, we're going to see what I've done. Turn that around like I want it and put one more right there. And nothing else. I've got Zazz glitter all over it. Okay. Now, Okay, where's my baby wipe? Nope, that wasn't the thing to do because that's water-based. That was water-based, and it pulled my glitter up. But let me try this one again. Okay, because you can see them down here. Okay, we'll let that dry a bit. I can see them down here. See down here where those come out? Yeah. I like the makeup for coloring. I use it a lot. I use it a lot. It's awesome. And I use the tubes of okay. That's the lid to this. Yes. Let me show you what I use for glitter. This right here is my favorite glitter. This iridescence. And there's a little bit in that, and I will put this on here. The thing you have to do with this is be careful not to get it in your eyes. No, I didn't move like I wanted it to. All right. You know what? I don't think I'm going to mess with that. I don't think I'm going to mess with that. I think I'll just leave it alone. And I may have to, if she's wanting these sent, I may have to forego this one. Not that I want to, because I just love her to death. But I'm going to check and see. I will check. And no, I've got glitter all in that stamp. It is all over that stamp. Look how pretty. It's all over it. That's in my Versamark. Them may have to be took downstairs for a good soaking. For a good soaking. This is one I'm wanting to play with. This Prima. This cling stand. She is very pretty. So that may be our next play date, will be to do that, this woman. Just to do that woman. Because she's pretty and I want to do her. Okay, card, just like it is. For the time being, I may do something else to it. I may write cold across it. But it's white and it's sparkly, and you can see the snowflakes when you hold it up. And that's good enough for me. Yeah, I had never had any, and I got that again at an auction. And I didn't have to give much for it. And I absolutely loved the thing. I love to draw. And I don't know if any of you have seen my my post in Inspired Art. And if you haven't been, if you're not in my channel, I sure wish you all would go over and sign up for it and join us there. We don't do a lot of swaps. I did have a little challenge this month to share a paper that was free for people to journal with or do something with. To not, you don't have to send them. All you have to do is post them. And yeah, I think that's where I got that. It was either there or it was at. I got glitter on my, darn it, on my tag. Okay, let's get him out of the way. I don't want him to get messed up. And get these out of the glitter. Because they are. And that glitter will stay on it. When you put that that fine glitter that's in that tube, when you put it on, it's on. Look at my hands. I'm glittered all over. You want to make sure you wash your hands thoroughly before you touch your face, your eyes, or anything, because that's going to be all over anything you touch. But it puts the prettiest coat of glitter. It's what I used on the painting. It puts such a pretty coat of glitter on everything. I mean, just look at those stamps. They're just beautiful now. And will probably be there now forever and a day. I've used that very little. That was sent to me, and it had already been used, and I've used it very little. So here's this tag. I've got some of that glitter up. And I'll get another wipe for my hands. And try to get some of that off there. I got a piece of that in my eye. Yeah, I am glittery. Glittery. I got a piece of that in my eye, and I'm telling you, it hurt. It was in there for days. It was so small. Okay. I've got a little pink on that finger, a little green on this finger, a little blue on the other hand, some texture paste there. Wonder what kind of project I'm going to turn out to be. Okay. I'm sure that my mother would say, oh, sissy, you've been quite a project all your life. I can see her saying that. So we did this. This is all we've done in 2 hours. But we've had fun and we've played. And I got Spanky's done. I do have one Lizzie here. Hi, Sandra. How are you, honey? I've done the shoes. Did you not get to see them? Okay, here's my shoes. So we done those yesterday. And I don't think you were in here, were you, yesterday, Adidal? So I done the shoes and I done the ATC coins, the mixed media coins. And I actually done them fairly simply. This was a napkin on the back with a little gold, a little. This is actually bandage. I call it zombie cloth. And then I put down a little tag, and I put some lace over that too. And I tipped the lace in, and the lace and the cards, uh, the leaf, all with gold, because I did a gold and a bronze wash over gesso on the flowers. And those are the little roses that I got. Well, they're just like these, which I didn't do anything to. So this was the rose, which is a black rose. But I have black butterflies here in the background, plus black flowers, and the leaves, of course, are white. And yeah, on these you just do, I do a coat of gesso, and then I do a coat of gold, and then I take some bronze and I just dip down just and go up just about halfway with it. So you've got a little bronze and a little gold in the same flower. And then the leaves are all tipped with the bronze and the gold too. So they still got a little bit of green, but this is really, really easy to do if you've got the metallic paints. That's all I use. And then I just go around the card with a little metallic paint. And yeah, that's all there is to it. It really is not very hard. I always try to cluster the flowers. This one I got a lot in because it was, I just used up the rest of the cluster, but it got to spreading out on me. And it spread out, and the more it did, the more I kind of had to fill in. So, you know, this one was real simple. And I didn't even do around the edge of the card. I was going to do some black ink, and I actually just forgot it. I just hadn't blacked around it. And I don't know if I want to, because it's really dark enough as it is. And again, these were not sending in. These are just take a photo of. And so these are my coins, and I will use them on a project, maybe a book cover or something like that. Then I showed yesterday my journal cover. And for those that weren't here, I will show you my journal that I'm making. And I do need to work on this, so this is going to come next. This is my journal, and that's the back. This is the front, and it's a log cabin pattern. And then I just extended it out. The log cabin actually would have ended here, but I just extended it out across the back in strips, kept the pattern going, so it come across the back. And oops, that wasn't all supposed to come filing out. The inside is cloth as well, and I used this lace, as you can see, for a pocket on both the front and the back. And I do love the purple. And then we dyed, me and my granddaughter got in and dyed some paper, and it was purple, a light purple, as you can see it here. It was a little bit of a light purple to start with, and then we dyed it with Kool-Aid and food coloring to get the right color, and this is what we ended up with. And it did show some red. The red kind of beaded in the food coloring and went to the bottom. And as much as we stirred it, it would still go back to the bottom. Well, you know, we let the pages, I would turn the pages over and take the ones off the bottom first. And this is what we got. And that texture is paper towel. We laid them on paper towels to dry. And all of that circle texture you see in there is just paper towel. So you can't see it as well here. But this is the side that was down on the towel. And it just went right down in that towel. And then I sprayed them with some glimmer mist in purple. and give them a little color. So that's going to be the paper. I've got a few pink ones that I had done in Kool-Aid dyeing, and I went ahead and used up those along with it because I thought the pink and the purple would look good together. And then, of course, this is just stuff that I've laid out to go in this signature. And I had these papers. I love iris. It's one of my favorite flowers. I've seen prettier renditions of irises, but the purple was perfect. It's perfect for this book. So I went ahead and went with it in 2 signatures, and then this is the third, and it's a little off, but it's going to be in between it. The lighter color is fine with it, but it's a little bit off, but it's going to be the second signature in between the 2 purple ones, and I don't think it'll look bad at all. So that's my journal, and I am ready to I've got all my papers here. I've got everything ready to cut, and I will do that for you, honey. I will do that for you. Again, this is the front. A log cabin pattern. This is a wonky log cabin. There's nothing straight about this. I ripped fabric to do this, but usually you cut the pieces in 1.5 pieces, 1.5 or 2 inches, depending on your starting block. This starting block traditionally is red, and that means the heart of the home. That's why they put a red block in the log cabin, was it meant the heart of the home. So it's really awesome. Some of the old things that you find out about quilts and why people done what they did or called them what they did, and that is, but this was always done. Every excuse me, I've got it out of sight. Every log cabin that you find that is old has the red square. You don't have to do that, but it has the red square, and that, like I said, is the heart of the home, which I think is cool. But this one I wanted purple, so I just took my purple scraps and cut them down, and they're really easy to make. And yeah, we'll do that on a live stream. We'll do that. I can show you how to do that. And when I get my sewing room cleaned up, I can actually take you in there and show you where I have more room so that I can lay out my cutting board, and I can show you how to cut and how to make. You can do that with paper and fabric. Okay. Let me grab some paper that I won't probably use, like that one. But I kind of have to have a matching to make them look right. Let's see. There's one. There's one. Let me see what else I've got here. There's one. And I need one more light colored, and I believe that'll work. Okay. Now I think this would be better. Okay, this is you have to have lights and darks in order to make a log cabin. You have to be able to alternate your pattern so that you get that look, that cabin look. I mean, you can do this with paper or with, okay, this is going to be my light side. Even though this reads dark, this is going to be my dark side. And then I need a square for the center. Oh, let's see. What have I got that I could put in the center? Come here, cart. Come here, cart. Because I know I've got paper that I will never use in this cart. Let's see. And it can be light or dark, either one. That we're going to make it a brown color. Since we're going with the brown, there's 2 or 3 sheets there, I think. The browns on the outside and the oranges and the brown here. So our center piece would be 2.5. Hi, Julia. How are you, honey? Would be 2.5 inch by 2.5 inch. So that's where you would want to cut this. And I'm just going to cut. Well, actually, I'll go ahead and cut it down because we'll probably use that on the outside edge. And okay, by 2.5. Get up here to this side. Okay, this is your center square. All the other pieces are going to go around this center square. So I'm going to have a light colored one, another light colored one. We're going to use this one right here as one of our light colored ones. This may get funky, but we're going to make it out of this paper anyway. I'm doing good, sweetheart. Okay. Your first, okay, we need a page to glue on. There we go. We got a page to glue on. We're going to put this. Okay, fit. I'm going to try to do that because I can't see that. Okay. They don't have to be very big. Okay. I want this square though, so let's make it square. Okay. We're going to make it 8 by 8. Okay. So this is going to go right in the center. Okay. So you take this. Bye, Clara. I'm glad you come in, honey. Okay, we're going to take this and we're going to glue it right down in the center. You could do this with, like I said, you could, like you said, you can do it with fabric and cloth or and paper, whatever you want to do. Okay, that's the start of your log cabin. That right there. That spot in that middle of that page. Okay, you take your lightest piece to start going around it, but I want to take my orange. And I'm going to cut a 2-inch strip. No, an 1.5-inch strip. Okay. And then I'm going to cut it again by 2.5 because that's the size of my block. So we're going to put that right up here at the top. Right up here. That's going to be a little shy for this to work out for a big one. But It goes up the top. Then the next strip, you cut the same stuff, but you want to cut it here like that. So this piece would now be 1.5 inches by 2.5 inches. So that would be 4 inches long, right? Is that right? I believe it is 1.5 inches by 2.5. So there's our 4-inch long piece. I don't want to come in on that too far, although you're supposed to have a seam on it. But there's your next piece. You see how I'm building it? So we're going to take the glue and we're going to glue that down right here. And now you do your next piece. And this is going to be my next piece because I like it with the orange. So this one will be 1.5 inches. And it will be 1.5 inches by 4 because you're going to come right on down here and do this again. So we need another 4 inches because you go from edge to edge. So it's going to be here. I should cut that a little bit shy. So we're going to put that here. Bring that over just a little bit because I cut that a little shy. And then we're going to take the rest of it and we're going to go right up the side with it here. And now we've got 1.5 inches, 2.5, and 1.5 inches. So this would be 3, 4, 5.5 on this one. You do have to do a little math, or you can just lay them down and mark them. I've done that before, even on my cloth. So here's my 5.5-inch piece, and it comes in right there. And that's how you build your log cabin. And you just keep going around it in as many pieces as you want. A log cabin block can be a 12-inch block. It can be a 6-inch block, and you can use 1/2-inch pieces. You can make it big, small, however size you want to make it. So I'm making this one big. It is really big. So now my next one, I want to change paper. So since this one is so big, I don't know if I want that or not, but we're going to use it anyway. We're going to do, I'm going to cut this one down to about 1 inch because otherwise we're not going to get it on there. And we'll not use that other piece. But we'll get it on the, I don't know why I've got more on the sides than I do. That's strange. Okay, we're going to do 1.5 inches. I got a little off there when I put it in the center. Okay, we're going to do 1.5 inches and we'll just let it run off. And again, I need the same measurement because we've got 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, and 2.5. So that's a 5-inch piece. Three, 4, 5.5-inch piece. So we have to go here. And it will go right here. And we're not worry about whether or not it runs over because I'm just showing you how to make it. Are you writing this down? Are you watching? Okay. So there's our piece. And now we have this piece and it's not long enough. So we got to cut another one. So we're going to do 1.5 inches right here. And it's going to come right down here. And this time I'm not going to try to figure it out. I'm just going to mark it and cut it. And I should have put, because it had been prettier, but I didn't. There's my mark. I'm just going to line that up and get that one out of it. Cut it. Woo! I got that way too long. How did I miss that by that much? Let's try to do that a little different. I don't know how I cut that long. Okay, here we go. We're going to put that one down. This is a good way to learn how to quilt. This is, when you make a quilt, you're going to leave a 1/4 inch seam. Okay. When you make a quilt out of fabric, you use a 1/4 inch seam to sew. I have seen people use a 1/2 inch. No names, but I have seen people use 1/2 inch. But you use a 1/4 inch seam in a quilt. And so you're going to pinch on each side of these. So that's going to bring this in. Where this is big, it's going to come in by a 1/2 inch all the way around. So this would then be just 2 inches, would just be a 2-inch block. This would be just 1 inch wide. You see what I'm saying? Because you're going to take a 1/4 inch off this side, 1/4 inch off this side. So, and that you do on every quilt you make. Okay, this, and I'm going to use this paper now for my final piece. And we're going to do the 1.5 inches. Okay, come out there. Come with that one. 1.5 inches. And we're going to go right here to right there at the top of that pink O. Right in there. Okay, we'll put that one down. You always go light, light, dark, dark. On a log cabin, your lights go lighter, your darks go darker. Because when you connect them, then your next block will be the dark color. So it gives you this pattern. Your next block would be this color. So it gives you this look. You don't have to put them together that way. That's rule of thumb. You can put them together white to white and make a big white block. You can, I wish I had the program that shows all these, because it's awesome what you can come up with. Because you can make these and you can come up with all sorts of different patterns. The one I'm wanting to make is called Flowers Around the Log, Around the Cabin. And it's an applique quilt. And they do the log cabin, and then the cabin, this is what's called the log cabin. And then there was applique flowers all around it. And it was beautiful. And I loved it. And I love to do applique flowers. So that's kind of my thing, to do applique. And I am going to get back in the quilting. I am going to do some online and do some tutorials. I love quilting. I miss my quilting, and I'm going to get back into it. I'm ready to get. I've got The first few projects will probably be just me quilting my projects that I need to get done, because I have several. And but each one I will try to demonstrate how I did what I did, why I did it, that kind of thing, so you know something about the pattern and how it was put together. But most of it will be quilted. I mean, you know, most of it will be me sewing will be the quilting part of it. But we can make a block. We can make a block of any kind. This is one of the best ways that I know of to learn how to make a block. And then as for quilting, what you want, how I taught myself to quilt. So I watched quilting tutorials like crazy. And how I taught myself to quilt was like this one woman said. She said, you take your pen, and it's just like Spanky using that glue the other night. You take your pen or this glue, like I was just making patterns all over it. Okay, we're going to lay this down. And that's our final piece to our block. There's our log cabin block. And look how awesome it looks. Even this, I should have gone darker with this piece. It's got all the colors in it, but I should have gone a little bit darker with this piece, but being the ended one, I wanted to use up something I knew I wasn't going to use. So that's why I picked those papers, but they turned out pretty put together. And yeah, so if you're going to sew them, if you're going to sew these papers and sew material to them, you do a 1/4 inch seam. So when you put these together, here, let me take these two. When you put these together, you want to give yourself exactly a 1/4 inch seam. You can tell a 1/4 inch seam is most of the time your pressure foot that you let down on your material is a 1/4 inch from the inside to the outside. Sometimes it will be from the center to the outside, but you can measure that and put a piece of tape down and have your 1/4 inch seam taped on your machine so you know right where to put it through. And a 1/4 inch would not be hard to follow then. And you sew it just like I put this down. I started up here with this piece. This is your top. This is the top piece. We started with this one that was the exact same size as this one. Then we took one that was the same size as this one and this one. And then this piece was the same size as this one and this one. But this one had to go, all three of them, to make it come up. And that's how you lay them out. You start out with one, you cover two, and then you cover three. Then the next piece, the lighter piece, covers three, covers three, and your very last piece will cover three. Everything else is threes. You start out with one, go to two, and then, two here. These, you have to count these two again. This is two on this side, and then this is two on this side. This is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And this one is 1, 2, 3. So it's not hard. It really is not. So if you have any questions, just let me know. And I can try to show you some more of these. I don't mind to. I'm just ready to get back in my live streaming and doing some crafting. And I don't care if it's quilting or if it's paper crafting. I'm ready to get back in the crafting and get back with you all and doing things together. And you know, when I can do something for you, it inspires me to do something more, which is such an awesome thing that we can feed off of each other in what we want to do and how we can do it and like to do it. And it's and I'm going to keep all of these scraps. I will keep this, and if you need it, you let me know. I did cut this 2.5. These strips were 1.5. So you can make this 1.5 and these 1.5. You don't have to follow that completely. In the traditional one, this is red, and the rest are whites and whatever other color you want. But you use the real light colors on one side. And anything that reads light will work. See, this would work because it reads light. So it's just like doing the crafting. If it reads that color when you lay it down on it, that's the color it is. So, you've got to step up. A lot of people that go to quilting don't know how to put materials together because they cannot read the colors. So you've got to step up on it. Okay, girls, I have been on for several hours and we've had a good stream. I haven't had anybody complaining about buffering. Yay, hey, it's been clear on my end. I hope it has been on yours. If all goes well, I will be here tomorrow. I know I will have another video up tomorrow, and I did put one up this morning for how I fixed my steampunk. And I even put the picture of the steampunk on it. So, you're going to see how it looked before we fixed it. So, if you can, check it out. And when you come back, I will find out about Lizzie's challenge and what I need to do. I don't want to let her down. I love her too much for that. So I'm going to find out what I'm supposed to do and what is expected of us. And then if I have to do something different, then I can let her know and she'll understand. I don't want to just drop the ball and say, no, I'm not going to do it after I said, yeah, I would. So anyway, I love you all. And hi, Sherry. I don't know if I got a chance to say hi to you, but I'm glad to see you, honey. And I'm glad you all have stuck with me. I've enjoyed you girls asking questions and wanting the information, because it makes me feel good to be able to give something back to. Like I said, you all give me your light and your love and your attention and talk to me, and you all feed me because I'm hungry for company. So you feed me a lot, in the company way, and it keeps me from going stir crazy because I don't get out of the house because of Tom's seizures. Well, that's part of it. Part of it is I'm just getting to be a recluse. But anyway, yeah, you're wonderful to me, and I'm glad to be able to give back. And I have enjoyed it. So I love you all. Bye-bye. Please take care. Have a good day. Thank you, thank you, thank you.